you have the full part. Okay. Good. You need a microphone.
Hi everyone. I would like to read for you an excerpt from my show Helen and Edgar, which is about my childhood growing up in Savannah, Georgia, with my mother and my sister Helen. Once, when we were all three eating watermelon on the back porch, Helen and I were having fun spitting watermelon seeds over the railing. We grew inspired by the many watermelon seeds. We began planting them all over the backyard, digging holes with kitchen spoons, pouring in watermelon seeds, and then covering up the holes, thinking that in the fecund earth of Savannah, watermelon vines would sprout effortlessly, and that by the end of the summer, there would be huge watermelons all over the backyard. We waited and waited, but at the end of the summer, to our great disappointment, no watermelons had sprouted. The next summer, we decided to set up one of those collapsible swimming pools. So we got one and set it up in the backyard. This huge drum of corrugated iron that came up to here on me, with a bottom of swimming pool blue rubber. Then we turned on the hose and began filling up the pool, which took hours. We watched in fascination as the water rose. Filling the pool was probably the most satisfying thing about it. Before it was half full, we jumped in and let the water rise around us. But after a few days, we barely used the swimming pool. We were on the go in the car so much, driving to Hilton Head or to the beach at Tybee, or to swim in the Ogeechee River or in the river at Bluffton. The water in the swimming pool grew opaque, ink black. Leaves and branches floated across its surface, and God knows what lurked in its depths. It was more forbidding than any swamp. No one in their right mind would have gotten into it. It remained brimful as well, replenished by the summer's many rains. All through that summer, the pool exercised a strange fascination over the backyard. It was tall and mysterious. The rain went across it, and its mystery was stirred, and we wondered at its depths. We would gaze at the black surface of the pool and imagine strange monsters lurking there, ghastly things, corpses. Finally, one day, we destroyed the pool. We attacked it gleefully, bashing down its sides and watching in delight as the black water poured out in all directions. We kept waiting for monsters to be revealed. I think we were all three convinced there was a human corpse hidden in those waters. But there was nothing in the pool. It was empty. But at the bottom of the pool, a mystery entirely unexpected awaited us. The rubber bottom of the pool, now black with sludge, rose up in strange humps everywhere. There were things underneath the pool's bottom. What could these things be? The thought was horrifying. We all three grabbed the sides of the pool and began heaving it up, peeling it from the ground. What we saw was more horrifying than anything we could ever have imagined. There were watermelons everywhere, huge watermelons, but they were white, absolutely white, albino watermelons. The watermelons we had planted had been growing there, trapped under the swimming pool, trapped, growing blindly in the dark. Their whiteness was as horrible as the horror of their fate. We could not bring ourselves to touch them, and the thought of slicing one open to see what it was like inside was unimaginable. How we got rid of them, I don't remember. Such was the fate of the albino watermelons. Thanks. And I'd like to read you one more brief monologue. This is called The Puddle Boy. When I was a little boy, I refused to go inside when it rained, but stayed out back, staring hypnotized into the little pools that coursed along the ground, puddles so shallow yet so deep that held the whole world reflected, silver sheets shattered by raindrops. My mother grew angry and said for all she cared, I could stay out back forever and live on mud pies. So I did. Mud pies and rain were all I ate, all I drank, till one day, in my rain hypnosis, I found I could gaze both up and down at once, be both the boy and his reflection, hold sky and vaulted tree trunks in my depths, and with a silver swishing of tadpoles in my belly, go sliding among the roots. My mother says I drowned, but I have been a happy boy since the rain carried me away.